Hey guys, welcome to Tactics to Glory. This is Suman here, joined with Jojo. Today,
Hello.
today we are gonna be discussing about Premier League mid-season review, and we have already passed around 21 games out of the 38 games
Yeah.
which are there as part of the season. So we want to discuss what is the present form of each and every team, in-depth analysis, and finally at the end we want to also predict, or rather I would say for each of the team we want to predict what kind of position or range of position they can
They might
basically
fall
finish
in.
at, yeah, at the end of the season. So, and obviously we will also concentrate on the Champions League positions as well as the Europa League positions, whatever, whoever can qualify for that. So those will be the main target focus of it. So with that being said, we will start from the present bottom of the table and go up as we make it to the top and see what everybody is thinking and what how everybody is playing basically based on the top. So we start off with the three presently sort of in relegation teams
Hmm.
who are there in the relegation. So we have West Ham, we have Burnley, West Ham in 18th position, Burnley in 19th, and Wolves in 20th position. With that being said,
Right.
let's let's talk about what basically how they are performing. So firstly, just before I give it off to Jojo, and Jojo, I want your thoughts on it.
Hmm.
Just want to mention out of the 21 matches, Wolves have 7 points, Burnley has 13 points, and West Ham has 14 points. And the nearest, like this, the 17th position, Nottingham Forest, is almost 7 points above this three.
About so there's a big
This
gap.
three. There is a big gap. 7 points is a big gap at least. So then again, let's start off with Wolves. What do you think, Jojo? I think Wolves has only one win in their
Which they got
entire
last game week, if I'm not wrong.
last game week. Yes, I think so.
Hmm.
And no, not last game week. So their last three game weeks are draw, win, and draw. So that's
Okay, so
how
they
they are
are at least
in some
undefeated, you
form
can say,
getting.
getting
Yeah,
some
so
form. Hmm.
basically out of the 7 points they have got 5 points in the last three
Last
matches.
three game weeks alone.
Okay, and the one whom they defeated was West Ham only. So that
Hmm.
is basically who is also another relegation zone area. So what do
Right.
we think about Wolves first, and then we can move on to the rest. Jojo, over to you.
Right. I don't think there's much to say about Wolves. They have just like missed out. They really missed Cunha. Like Cunha was the one who was,
Yep, yep.
really pulling the team last in the last season. I think
Mm,
Cunha not being there, I don't see anybody who's creating a lot of chances for them, which they had last time around. Maybe this time they're just, focusing on set pieces more. Uh,
mm.
they have like in the very recent form, I would say they are getting some. What's the South Korean forward that they
Wang,
have?
ha,
Huan,
Wang,
right?
Wang, ha.
And then they have one more, like some teenage kid playing in the left wing right now.
Correct,
Last few
correct.
matches here,
Right,
also given some assistance scores.
right.
So other than this, I don't see them, doing a lot of, challenges to the in the like
I
for the
think
middle.
I think what they are
Hmm.
also missing from my end is the form of Stan Larson. He was injured.
I think he was injured, right?
He was
Missing
injured, but
Strand Larsen.
they are
Hmm.
missing that striker because last season I remember though Cunha was really pulling them, Stan Larson was also pretty in a
Finishing of
good,
those
yeah,
chances,
finishing of those
right?
chances. So they are missing that striker in the front who is scoring.
Right, and they haven't never been. I don't recall any Wolves team who have been very good defensively. They
Correct.
haven't been good this season as well. So that is one area that is probably now costing them the most. And
Exactly.
if I have to predict where they are going to end up, I think they're going to get relegated this season.
Yeah, and if I just come to a few of the stats, right? So they have
Hmm.
21 games they have played. They have scored around only 15 goals in 21
Hmm.
games. That is pretty low,
Very
firstly.
low.
And secondly, they have conceded around 40 goals. So they have conceded
Speaks
41 goals,
volumes about the defense.
right? And just to say that they have not only scored less goals, their XG is also pretty low. Their XG is only 19. So out of 19
Hmm.
XG, they scored 15. So that sums it up. So I don't think they can get out of the relegation zone. Straightforward relegation, at least for them, unless January window is still there, they buy somebody to hold their defense or something like that. So that being said, let's move on to our next candidate. Very closely followed, both of them. Let's discuss it together.
Hmm.
West Ham and Burnley, because they are both very close, 13 and 14 points respectively. So they both have 3 wins in their kitty. West Ham has one more draw, 5 draws, and
Right.
this guy only has 4 draws, and that is the reason they are in 13th and 14th position. But again, if I talk about their goal difference, West Ham is minus 21 and Burnley is minus 19.
Right.
So
Again, teams who have like considered way more, like not defensively very sound. I think Burnley, who we know them for being very defensive unit, this
mhm,
time has been surprisingly bad defensively. Right.
correct.
Even United like created like 20 chances with this team without Ahmad and Mbeumo and everybody.
And
But
probably if United were clinical, and especially
they would have won it.
We
Mm.
know Dallow's movements, right, were very good, but Dallow's finishing was that
Yeah.
bad,
Yeah.
right? So I think that match was a straight cut win. And United, to be very honest, at least in the last 4 5 matches, have done that.
Yeah.
Very, they have
Creating chances, but
creating
not
chances but not finishing it. That's the main point.
underperforming on their XGs, basically.
Yeah. So, so my prediction again, tough match for them. Next match, which is Liverpool for Burnley.
Burnley. Yeah.
Okay,
I don't
and
see Burnley coming out of the relegation zone. I think it'll be one like a quick view of Premier League and then back into Championship again. I don't think they have invested a lot in their team this time as well.
but it is very hard to think that West Ham is getting relegated, right? You don't.
West Ham, I think, is somebody who's going to do the great escape again. So I think
Oh,
in the last two, if I go back last year or maybe the year before, I think West Ham was similar in the similar situation where
Rice
they were,
saved them, I think.
and they just in the last moment managed to pull themselves out of the out of the relegation zone. I think they can do this
So,
again.
so if you are
Yeah,
predicting that, then who do you think is going down out of? So their nearest rivals are Leeds and Nottingham Forest,
Leeds and
both on
Nottingham.
22 and 21 points. Whom do you think is going down then?
I think it's time Nottingham Forest might go down. They already have a very like turbulent season. They're having a very turbulent season this time,
Mm-hmm.
and with the manager
But
change and everything,
Nottingham has a good team by the way.
compared to
Arteta,
Leeds, they might have a better team, but I don't see anybody scoring for Nottingham this
see their
because for the
their
last two seasons it was just Woods and Gibbs White who was pulling them, right? This season, Gibbs White has been injured and out of form. Woods is like you know, right? So I don't see Nottingham like in the long run will
and and we are also linked to their Elliot Anderson.
even Elliot Anderson. If Elliot Anderson moves out within this window, winter window, it's a straight up relegation for them. It'll be very yeah.
But I think still 7 points. See, a team who has altogether in 21 matches has scored only 13 points, suddenly beating another team which is 7 point ahead of them in the only in the next 17 matches. I don't know, like West Ham or Burnley has to perform really, really well to actually remove that 7 point difference. But good thing about uh, Nottingham Forest, meaning chances for Nottingham Forest is their goal difference is around minus 13. So there is a high possibility. And these guys, the ones below them, West Ham and Burnley, are having around minus 21. So in case for the next
If
seven
it
matches,
comes down to goal
then they can at
difference,
least match it up. But if I
Because
talk about
you're right.
Leeds is -8. So that is a big difference there.
Hmm.
-8 to -22.
But you know what? I see Leeds scoring goals because they take those
Hmm.
chances in one-off matches, maybe against one of these Wolves or like with the bottom
Yeah,
half
but
clash.
Leeds new against Newcastle, they somehow lost it in the last minute. Okay, like 90th minute or something, they scored. Na Barnes scored
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
90th minute. 4-3 they lost. But if you think about the four matches before that, they won against Crystal Palace. Good defense. They scored around 4 goals against Crystal Palace. That time Crystal Palace was defending well. This is like five
Hmm.
game weeks back. And
Five
after
games.
that, they have drawn to Sunderland, Liverpool, and Man United. 3 draws. So not a bad result for them because Sunderland is playing well, was playing well at least.
Yeah.
Liverpool is okay, okay. Manu is okay, okay. Not saying Manu Liverpool are performing out of the
No,
box, but still.
I get you what you're saying. Hmm.
So Leeds, I think Leeds will definitely qualify. Maybe
Will
probably
stay in the Premier League, you're saying, right?
yes,
Not
yes.
relegated. Yeah.
I don't think they will get relegated, and uh, they have few winnable matches because they have already faced Liverpool and Manu just now. So I think there is a
Hmm.
possibility that they will have a go at the people at the top. I
Hmm.
know they are like the point difference is still pretty huge between them, but between the others and them. But
Was it against Man City they scored 4 goals? Or was I'm like remembering wrong? Maybe it was Fulham.
Leeds,
Leeds Man City?
Leeds, Man City. Leeds scored 3 goals against Chelsea.
3 goals against Chelsea. Yeah. Leeds do somehow manage to score. It's just their
Ah,
defense that
think like that.
usually.
Leeds have faced Liverpool 2 times already.
Hmm.
One match they draw 1-1. Another match they drew 3-3.
3-3. Hmm.
So that is a good achievement. If you are
Yeah.
whatever position, so Leeds basically was bad till the probably till October end or November starting.
Hmm.
After that, they are playing really well now.
Really well.
So yeah, I think Leeds will be good. Okay, so so you are seeing that three relegation positions are Nottingham Forest, Burnley, and
Wolves.
Wolves. For me, I still feel West Ham, Burnley, and Wolves.
What
Yeah,
is right
whatever
now?
is there because 7 point difference for a team is big.
Hmm.
I feel. Again, for me, Leeds will go up. Leeds, my predicted. So okay, so Nottingham Forest remains in the 17th only. From
Okay.
they
Okay.
cannot go beyond that, but it will be very close between. So I don't think they will be like too far away from West Ham, but they will still qualify as part of Premier League next season. Leeds, I think, will go up 2 positions,
Go into mid-table or two
like
positions.
14th.
Okay.
14th. I think
14th.
16
Hmm.
there, and right now 16th. I think they have the potential of
To
going
move
to
up.
around 14th,
Hmm. I
13th or
agree.
14th, right? Okay. Let's move on to next team, which is Bournemouth.
Hmm.
Okay season. They are right now in the 15th position, and if I just talk about points, very close. They are in that segment where they are just 1 point behind Spurs, and but only thing is they have a big goal difference. So even if they
Hmm.
tie up with anybody, they still will be below them. -6 is their goal difference. So now we are entering into the positive side of the goal differences.
Hmm.
Beyond this, only probably one team is in -1 or two teams, but anyway, but very close, -1, -2 types. This guy is the only guy who is below -5. So Bournemouth, I think, will switch positions with Leeds. Leeds is my prediction. So Leeds goes up, Bournemouth
To
goes down.
Bournemouth goes down.
So
Right.
Bournemouth
I am
for
in the
me,
same boat here. I think Bournemouth just losing Semenyo. The fact
big
that they
thing.
lost Semenyo, they're one of the best creators right now for their team in Premier League itself. I think it's going to hurt them. This is going to cost them some points.
And think like that.
Bournemouth
Last match, literally Semenyo actually pulled them out.
pulled them out, and I think there is a chance. If they go into a slum, they can even go into relegation spot.
That bad?
I Yeah, if because I don't see them again not defensively sound, and even forward wise they don't have a
See,
prolific
their
striker
next
there.
next five matches are Brighton, Liverpool, Wolves, Aston Villa, Everton. I see them losing to Liverpool and Aston Villa, but they can gather some points from Wolves, Everton, and Brighton.
Everton and Brighton, okay. I somehow feel Everton and Brighton have tightened up. Uh,
You think both of them will beat these guys,
I
Bournemouth?
think without Semenyo, both Everton and Brighton beats
Oh, then it's
Bournemouth.
a problem. Then it's a
Hmm.
problem. So if this, out of this five, if they win only one, so 3 or 4 points, then it's a problem for
Hmm.
them. Then it's a
Right,
problem for them.
and like it'll be a race for relegation between the three that are already there, and I feel Nottingham Forest and Bournemouth will come into that relegation
Segment.
battle. Yeah,
Okay. Okay. Next is Spurs. Right now in 14th position,
Europa
27
League winner.
wins. Spurs have a very good manager. Thomas Frank is there.
Hmm.
But somehow it's not working out. They have very good players. Like their bench and overall team is probably better than Man United. My thing. Their overall team is much better, I
They
feel.
have players. Let's go with that. Right now,
They
United
have players.
doesn't have like
They have
they
players.
they
United
have
doesn't
players.
have.
They
So at
invested
least
heavily in forward line as well, just like United did. They also invested in
right, but they have
Tells, Kolo
defense
Muani,
also.
Xavi. Yeah.
Spurs, think about Spurs' defense, right? They have Van der Ven, they have Romero as center backs. Okay.
Romero this season has not been eye-catching.
Ah,
He has been
but
very
I would
uh,
so I know, but the thing is, what I'm saying is they have better players than probably what we have right now as part of our defense.
will you take Van der Ven to in United's defense?
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
Like does he go into like the first team of United center back?
Is he left-footed?
No, he's right-footed. No, is he?
Right-footed.
I don't know. I'll have to check that. I think he's right-footed because
If
I can picture him scoring that run and a goal with his right foot
I will tell
against
you this,
United. I
I will
think
tell
he's a
you
right.
this, I will tell you this. If I remove, if I have my full team fit, right, and we are playing back four, right?
Back four. Okay.
If we are playing back four, because right now managers like whatever, I don't want to
So
go into that.
Maguire and Van der Ven, you're saying
No, 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 no,
one slow, one
not
fast.
Maguire. Back four
Okay.
doesn't work with Maguire. That is what I want to explain first. Man United's formation, whoever are pundits and gurus might have played, might have watched Man
Explains.
United since long, long time. But similar for me also. I've been watching for almost more than 20 years now. So with whatever I have watched, Alex Ferguson high times, 2 hour
Hmm.
low times, whatever I have watched, right now, whatever defense line we have, we are not suited for a back four. Okay. You need a pacey person for your back four to work. So Maguire doesn't suit in that, right? So I remove out Maguire.
Maguire. Hmm.
Right now, back four needs a pacey center back between those two, the two guys, right? So I would prefer Van der Ven as my right, and left can be a experienced guy like Licha. Okay, but but in that case, I need a better left back because Licha and Shaw as a combined two in the left side is not good enough. So probably if Aiden Heaven is a left footer, okay, I can
Yeah, I
have
mean, it's a left. Hmm.
so I can have a combination of Aiden Heaven and Van der Ven. And this I'm saying next season, not right now. Okay.
Hmm.
So Maguire has to go out. Maguire, if we fix on back four, Maguire doesn't suit. Maguire is a person who can play in a back three with him being the pivot or the right side. So
One
he
who's
will
on the
stay
center,
back.
he has two people supporting him.
Two people supporting and pacey people who can come down and
Yeah.
all. But then again, in a very high stake match where everybody is fit, I think Delete will probably perform better. Delete is a
Right.
good
So
center back. So
right. So you have answered my question. I think Van der Ven doesn't get into the back line, right?
get
You
into
go
the
with delete and
correct.
you go with
But
delete
for
and
all,
Eurowards
so I will tell you
Martinez.
this: the back four, if I just think right now, Dallo, Delete, or rather, I would say Uh, it is difficult. Mazraoui fits better. But
Hmm.
again, let's just assume whatever all coaches love, the people whom they love, right? So Dallo, Dillit, Martinez, and Shaw, right? This is a very slow backline. And
Dallo,
it,
delete Martinez, Shaw.
right? So you need pace. So if this is the
Maybe
backline
Euro.
which you are following, then you need a peak person like Van der Ven who has a bursting pace. You need a person like that. But say suppose you remove out and bring in a left back, proper left back, or a proper right back who can actually run and create chances, then probably I can stick with Delete and Martinez as my back. But definitely, my thing is we need a combination in the center back. The number of goals we
Hmm.
concede, we need two tall center backs like Arsenal. Saliba and Gabriel are tall people with pace and with good range of defensive skills. We cannot afford to have two short players in the left side, which is Martinez and Shaw, and you have Dallo who doesn't understand where he is standing. So your back three is basically out of the four, three people are basically you think like handicap. So the fourth guy who is there, whoever that might be, you can bring the best center back in the world right now, whoever that is. I don't know who that is. Let's assume Gabriel, okay, or Saliba, whatever, right? Whoever that center back is, the best center back in the world, that person also cannot play with a combination of Martinez, Shaw, and Dallo with him as the back four. They cannot. It is impossible. So only this can survive if there is a fifth guy in the back line where that fifth guy is your aggressor. So then you can survive. With this four, you need one more guy.
Hmm.
Say a Heaven or a Euro or somebody better, a Van der Veen, etc. So basically for me, I think Summer, Maguire should go. Too many times. He has played
Okay.
lot of time. Unless otherwise, let's reduce his salary by say from 300 to 100 and keep him like Phil Jones, right? And then you
Right.
have, and now he is becoming injury prone. Harry Maguire was never injury prone, but he is becoming now. So and replace with a better center back. It can be Van der Ven. Van der Ven is
It.
not a bad center
Hmm.
back. I do like him, and he has very good knack of scoring goals also. Very good knack. But coming back to Spurs, what do you think they will finish? I don't think they are in top 10.
Same here. I think they finish below in the bottom half of the table. Maybe they don't go up near relegation zone,
But do you think
but
Thomas Frank is sacked by this season?
if he doesn't get into the top half and goes back into, or if he doesn't win a trophy, or if he doesn't get back into any European
They won't.
spot, I think they also have very weird owners, American owners. I also think that I still think that Thomas Frank's job will be on the line with the amount of investment they have done. They have recently brought in Conor Gallagher tonight.
Okay.
It's
Do you
done.
think Leeds goes above Spurs?
I don't see Leeds going above Spurs. Maybe it'll be like close contention between, in my opinion, it'll be between Brighton and Spurs in the right in middle of the table. Uh,
11, 12 position.
11, 12, like 9, 10, 11, 12 position. Maybe they'll be
Okay.
in that range
So
in the
what
very
about
mid table.
Crystal Palace and Everton, who are just above Spurs? Do
Yeah,
you
so
think they
Everton, I
out of
think,
these two?
yeah, with Everton, I think the problem has been creativity, which has only been coming from one player, Grealish, in the initial start of the season. Now they're getting some goals. I think Calvert-Lewin
Calvert-Lewin is scoring. Yep,
is
yep.
scoring quite a few goals, but the XG is not that high. Like the
But oh,
chance,
before I jump into those guys, right? Spurs just signed Conor Gallagher.
Yeah, as I just mentioned, which is why I think they will be in the top, like above Leeds,
Mm,
right? I think because they have signed, which is why I also think Thomas Frank job will be on the line because they have done the investment, they have backed the manager, they've given him the forward players, they already had a good back line, and they have added more to the middle. So I think if they don't manage to get into a top half or like probably not just top half, if they don't get into a European position, Thomas
mm,
Frank is going to get sacked.
mm.
So
But to
yeah,
be very honest, they are overperforming on their XG. So
Spurs are
Spurs are,
Spurs, right? Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So they have a XG of only 20, and they have scored around 30 goals.
Yeah. So
So
right now, Richarlison has scored quite some decent amount of goals for them and some odd goals from Kudus and all. But I still see them finishing in the bottom half, maybe on 11th or 12th position, and Thomas Frank getting, the sack.
okay,
And if we need to speak about Everton, that is one team I don't see any movement in the table. They have
okay,
been
12th, like
like
12th only.
where they are, they're going to stay. They have a good defense. They might lose out on some of their defensive players at the end of this season because they have been really good defensively. And
What about Crystal Palace? Crystal Palace, I think, started off really well. Somehow they are not going well right now.
they have dropped off. Their main source of creation was from Ismail Sarr and Mateta being out of just have like gone into a gold drought and not getting enough chance. Like he's not converting the chances that he's getting, so that has costed them. And but I still think Crystal Palace will end up in the top half. They have a good squad, and with the amount of like it'll take a couple of games for Mateta to get back in form. I think he has already scored quite a few number of goals this season. I think they'll end up in like they'll just miss out on a European position probably. And they have just been kicked out of FA Cup as well, right? They
Hmm.
lost in the FA Cup, so they don't have any other. And Carabao Cup is also over for them, if I'm not wrong.
Carabao, they defeated somebody. Crystal Palace, right?
Crystal Palace. Did they win the Carabao match or
No, no, no. They're out. They're
it's
out.
over for them, right?
Yeah.
So they don't have a lot of other midweek fixtures to worry about. They're still playing the Conference League, right?
Hmm.
So yeah, Conference League and Premier League probably they'll like, which is why they are currently lagging. Maybe they're focusing on Conference League a bit more because European competition after all. But I still see them ending up in the top half above above Spurs.
Hmm. Okay. Okay. So basically, what we are thinking is from our point of view, uh, Crystal Palace, Everton still remains in the bottom half. Spurs also remain in the bottom half, closely followed or probably with Brighton with them, somewhere close.
Brighton somewhere in there as well.
Right. So basically 11 to 20 positions might swap in, but not too many changes
Hmm.
suddenly into that bottom 10.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
just above them, we have Sunderland in 30 points. Okay. Was playing brilliantly in the starting,
Hmm, hmm, hmm.
right? They went into that
Slum
what that slum
recently.
kind of a,
Hmm.
yeah. So basically,
They
I
have
I
been
don't,
winless in the last 5 matches, I think.
they have been, yeah, 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 correct, correct. But if I just go into Sunderland's next few fixtures, right, they will gather up points because they have Crystal Palace, then they have West Ham, okay, Burnley, okay. So basically, in the next three matches, they have a clear 9 points chance. However,
Yeah.
just after that, they have Arsenal and Liverpool. So I am just removing Arsenal and Liverpool, but the other three matches, almost 9 points they can gather the way they play. Right.
Hmm.
So if I think they are in 30 points, and they going to a points like 39 points, that will be pretty good, like very, very good for them. 39 points right now, if I am just thinking, I don't know who can get into 39 points, right? At the end of three game weeks, probably even Liverpool might not get it. You never know. Liverpool is in 35, so they still need 4 points, right, to go to 39.
Hmm.
I'm not going into the matches. We will discuss those. But if I think about them, Liverpool is there 35, 33 is Brentford, Newcastle United, both of them in 32, right? So they also need around 7 points. So you never know. So 3 weeks down, 3 game weeks down the line, if they can win, they can go above probably a United or a Newcastle or a Chelsea. You never know that because they also need a lot of points. 7, 8 points in 3 game weeks for United present form.
Hmm.
I don't see it because they have City and Arsenal, right?
City and
City,
Arsenal will be tough matches for them. Yeah.
City,
And
Arsenal. Then there is Fulham. Then there is Spurs. That is the next 4 matches for United. We will discuss United, but before that, I see Sunderland going up at least for the next few days. Again,
they're currently at which position?
10th.
10th. So you are saying that they'll go into a European position?
No, probably a fifth or sixth by end of three
Oh,
game
that
weeks.
like it's still a European position, right? Europa League
Yeah,
position.
because so right now they are in 30 points, right? And fifth position is 33 points.
Right, but like other teams will also be playing their matches, right? So they can also go
Correct,
up.
but if I just think United, 2 matches, very difficult. After that, Fulham.
So
I
you're
don't know
saying in the
Fulham.
next 5 matches they will go up to
Not five.
European
I'm just saying three
end
because
of the season.
after that, there are 2 matches which is Arsenal Liverpool. They will probably lose it, right? But Sunderland has been
Where do you
not.
see Sunderland at the end of the season? Where do you see them?
I see them between six
So
to
into an
eight,
European position, like in a
six
Europa
to
League
eight,
position,
six
six to
to
eight.
eight, 6 to 8. Not probably a uh, five or a four, but probably definitely a 6 to 8. Because Sunderland, whatever they have gathered as part of 21 matches, I did not expect them that they will gather
Yeah,
that
they
many
have
points,
been exceptional. Like
right?
with the squad that they had, they did invest a lot of money
And
in their squad, but
they are
still,
playing well. If you think about our FPL also, we are taking Sunderland players literally. So think like that, right?
Ballard and all have been playing really well. Yeah,
So there are
Lewis
people.
Kelly.
What I think is one who will probably drop out of this and lose out position definitely is Fulham. Just above them
Okay.
in 1 point, 31 points. I think Fulham will drop out. Fulham might be scoring points, but they will not be able to sustain in that race. So probably you were thinking, right? Brighton might be in that race for ninth or tenth
Hmm.
position. If
Hmm.
somebody they beat is Fulham, not Sunderland.
Okay. Okay.
Sunderland is a right this season. Fulham might have scored more points by 1 point only. I'm just saying, but very like I think Fulham has a chance of conceding positions
More
than
goals.
Sunderland.
Okay.
Sunderland will probably go up, and that is my thing. But you tell me,
Hmm.
like, what you think. So for me, if I just think that the bottom half, the teams remain same, position-wise they change. If I just think that, then for me, Sunderland goes up 2 positions, and
Okay.
Fulham goes down to 10th for me. So 10th position, I am
Hmm.
seeing Fulham. If I
Okay.
remove the bottom 10 now, if I'm just talking about the top 10 right now,
Top half.
top half,
Okay.
I think Fulham goes 10th position. What do you think? Sunderland's position.
It's very tricky. I was of the notion that now that Sunderland is not has lost the initial momentum that they had suddenly gathered because of
Mm-hmm,
the
mm-hmm,
weird wins that they were getting.
mm-hmm.
I was of the notion that they will fall into the bottom half of the table now and might end in the they won't get relegated or it won't be close to relegation or anything like that. But I think teams have found a way to handle the Sunderland press. now after like facing them or seeing them play in the last 7, 8 game, like not even 7, 8, like in the last 15 game weeks, people have found a way to handle Sunderland, which they were not able to. They didn't expect how much uh, they could have done. They underestimated them, to be honest. Now they're like correctly estimating them, and they are putting in that effort against them in those games. And I think Sunderland will be one of those teams which might just fall out of the top half and into the bottom half of the table, like
So
around in
you are
the
predicting that way. Okay.
11th position. Fulham, like just like you, I also see them not maintaining their good run of results. They will also go down a bit, but not out of the top 10. They might, as you mentioned, like be in the 10th or in the ninth position and those sort of stuff. And I think Brighton from the bottom half uh, and Crystal Palace from the bottom half will try to push into the top half of the table.
Why not Spurs?
I
Spurs
don't.
has a team. Spurs has a team.
Spurs has a team, but I
They
like
can
Spurs
go
have
towards a
played
10th.
play very open. Yeah, Spurs can come to 10th, but like it will be very. I don't know. I don't just get that feeling from a Spurs team. I don't get it. Like they have a good like attacking threat and everything, but defensively they feel very open. Even in midfield they feel very open. Now we'll see how what Gallagher does for them, like in the midfield. But overall, I don't see them going into the top half. But and that will really jeopardize Thomas Frank's position.
Hmm. Okay, now we move on to the big teams. Number 8 position, Chelsea,
So-called
with
so-called big
a
teams.
so-called big team. Chelsea with a new manager, unknown manager, has not managed any big clubs.
Hull
I
City
don't know
manager,
whether I don't know
ex-Hull City manager.
whether Chelsea can be considered a big club, but according to lot we do, it used to be one time.
Come on, any team that Garnacho plays for is a big team.
Right.
He is a big team
Uh,
player.
so, what do you think Chelsea's position will be at the end of the season? Let's not discuss too much about who scored and what we scored and all that, but what do you think of the position they will end up? Will they qualify for Champions League or Europa League?
Uh, I think they will qualify for Europa League. I don't see them getting into the top five.
Not in
I
top
think
five, below that.
below that, maybe they end up in sixth. Only because I don't have any faith in their new manager. Because the team is like they have enough players. They have enough players. They are not in a lot of competition. I think they also crashed out of the Carabao Cup, right? Or are they
Mm,
playing all competition? Now that if they are playing all competition, then I think
Champions League
they
they are. Champions
for
League
now
they
they
are
are, yes.
for now,
Uh,
right? And Carabao Cup we had yesterday what? Man City versus Newcastle, right? Where Man City was leading, and the other one was the other match. Newcastle, not Newcastle. They were
right now it's on. Chelsea versus Arsenal is on currently going on, and Arsenal is leading 2-0.
oh,
53rd
it is
minute.
going on.
First leg of the
Oh,
Carabao Cup.
first leg. So basically that is what is going on.
So basically, Chelsea is going out. I don't see them beating. And this is a home match for Chelsea, by the way. Chelsea is losing at home to Arsenal. 2-0 right now at 53rd minute. It's ongoing.
Okay.
So,
So we see, even I don't see them going. Actually, I don't see Chelsea going into Europa also,
like
honestly
it'll be
speaking.
in Conference League. You're saying like 7th, 8th.
Conference, they can go for Conference League, yeah.
Hmm.
Conference League will have only one position, whichever that is. Uh, if it is seventh, probably that is the position what Chelsea is going for. For me,
Hmm.
Chelsea is because of the way they selected the manager, team will be abruptly changed. Mariska had thought process. Mariska had some
Mm.
ideas. He was
He had a
adaptable.
game plan. I don't. We have never heard of this person. Even in Strasbourg, he hasn't
Even
been
I
that.
even I don't think he cannot suddenly perform in a team and in pressure of Chelsea. I think whatever I've seen in Hull City, the way he used to react and all those things, I don't see him.
You have seen
He's
him in Hull City? I have
no,
never
no.
heard
I've
of
seen
him.
his videos after that.
Oh, acha, acha. Okay, okay. In that
Right
sense.
now, after he got the way
Hmm.
he reacted to Hull City matches, if he does that for Chelsea matches, then he will go crazy. He will get 5 red cards by the end of the season.
And Chelsea is no is
And
the
Chelsea
leader in.
anyways has fights and all those things anyways, right?
Uh,
So I don't see that, and they will win matches. They won't. It is not like they won't win. They have very good players, but how he plays and all, we have to see. See Arsenal, their home match 2-0, they are losing. This is somewhat what I expect. Like I expect them to lose all
hmm,
big matches now. Maresca still had a chance of winning or beating big
hmm.
teams. I don't expect them to win any big teams now. Pep, be it slot also, will actually eat this guy. Honestly saying. You need a bit of experience to handle in Premier League. You just cannot suddenly come and be the best manager of the best team and you put them. And I see him more like an interim till the end of summer and Chelsea again buying a new coach by end of summer. Like in the summer.
Hmm.
I see that.
Interim. He is like an interim manager for the time being.
He's not. He has been given
But
some
he will
players
be
for a try.
like he'll end up being
He
like
will
that.
he will end up being like that. I feel like that. Chelsea will get confidence. Now coming to Man
Okay.
United, I see them squeezing into Europa position, the last position. Champions League, no chance. I
Hmm.
don't see
They're
them. What?
currently at seven, so you're saying they'll stay at seventh, whatever they.
So just squeezing in. I don't see them. Only expectation from my end is, and the good thing, even under Amorim, even under Carrick, uh, uh, like all the coaches, right? Right now, Manu is scoring a lot. Like not scoring, XG wise, like hitting
Hmm.
post or doing something, right? Creation, chance creation. That is my expectation. If they keep on doing that, and somehow, some manager, any manager, right? I don't care about the manager. If they start conceding less, they will get points. And somehow Manu has the tendency of turning up in big matches. I don't know what they will do in the next 2 matches. Very big decision for this guy, by the way,
Carrick.
right?
Yep.
So Fletcher did not do justice. Brighton losing to Brighton was very bad, right? In the FA Cup, he did not do justice. Players were not there. It's okay. Mbuemo and Ahmad are back, so that's a very good
Yep.
plus point for them. But I see them squeezing into Europa, not a Champions League position for sure. If they go into Champions League, now this is what I wanna say. If they go into Champions League, the amount of praise Carrick will get, I am afraid of that. It might be like the Ole Gunnar Solskjaer
Ole's
thing,
team.
Ole's thing, and again we will be in a false hope for the next 2 years or 1 year. I don't want that. I want them to qualify, but they should stick with the plan that this is an interim manager. You get a better manager in the summer, even if they qualify for Champions League. If they don't, we crash hard next season again. This inconsistency is right. So I will tell you this, right? Team is now better, much better than last season, honestly telling. But still, there are inconsistencies. Lot of inconsistencies, right? Randomly conceding 4 goals that match, 4-4 draw match, right? Not expected. Everton one man down from 21 minutes, losing 1-0. You cannot break a defense line. Whatever, 10 people are sitting there in front of the goal, still you can't beat. Wrong, whatever way they play, right? So that is what I'm saying. Again, all goalkeepers probably playing their best against um, United is one more thing. That is,
Right.
and goal line clearance, even last match, right? You might remember the goal line clearances. So
Yeah.
that is one more thing. But for me, what I feel is United squeezes into Europa. If they squeeze into Champions League, It's a big upset for the people who are right now there or who can be there, is my prediction. So if United actually squeezes in there, they have really outperformed themselves. I don't expect them to be. However, if two, three things, right? One, if Cunha starts getting goals, United has a chance. If Sesko starts getting more and more goals, because he's getting lot of ball in his leg now, lot of chances, right? If he starts getting goals, then probably there is a chance. So forward wise, we need to score more now because we are conceding a lot. So you score more. Basically, the way
Outscoring the opponents, basically.
outscoring the opponent. So they score three, you score four. That way. So and we need to stop the string of draws and win matches. Like you keep on getting. I know difficult matches are there. Even like for Arsenal and a City, if you get two draws, right, it's a big result for United. Big result. But I'm just saying you need to convert those matches. So if you can, good. Expectation wise, zero for the next two game weeks. But yeah, my prediction: United goes to Europa, not Champions League. But they are better than last year. But Ruben Amorim was going somewhere disappointed. Every time it is on the coach is something I'm really frustrated with. This kind of a management and decision. Next is Newcastle. I think they lose out. Eddie Howe might be right now above United. I don't think he will be above United or Chelsea to be very honest.
Okay.
In this
And they
group,
lose out of the Europa League as well, you're saying?
so I will tell you, in this group there are two teams who can actually lose out. One is Brentford. I think they are performing more than what, like they are performing like
They're
Sunderland in the
outperforming their
starting.
XG by a lot.
Yeah, so they are like Sunderland of the starting
Igor,
season.
what's in, yeah, Igor Thiago, right?
Yeah,
Igor Thiago is the highest goal scorer, like Brazilian goal scorer in Premier League,
think so.
all time, all
Hmm.
like in a single league, in a single season.
So that is what I'm saying. So I think Brentford, Thiago's something will happen to Thiago. Something goes wrong, Brentford is gone. So I think if United goes into that Champions League position, right, these two guys definitely go down. Okay, and if these two guys go down, there is a chance of Chelsea also squeezing into that Europa. So my prediction: Brentford doesn't finish in fifth, neither Newcastle finish in sixth. I don't know who
Okay,
comes up, how it happens, and all, but for me, mm, I don't see both of them somehow.
okay,
But Champions League. So if I honestly tell, I would love Manu to be the fifth position of Champions League, right? So then Newcastle Brentford becomes your Europa, and Chelsea becomes your Conference, right? But
let's that will be too much. I don't
huh,
like if I
but
have to give my 2 cents into this fifth, sixth, and seventh position.
hmm,
I don't see United changing their position. I see them
seventh,
where
right?
they
Yeah,
are. They're
that is
they're
my
staying where
prediction
they
also,
are.
squeezing in.
Chelsea probably goes up, is what I think. Irrespective of how their manager plays and everything, they still have a better
Hmm,
team. In the in the people in the teams above them, like United, Newcastle, Brentford, Chelsea has a better squad.
hmm.
I feel
Bigger squad also.
bigger, obviously bigger squad, and they have better quality up front. At least up front, they have better quality with Palmer and everybody. I think Chelsea will be the one who will try to push into the Champions League, but end up in Conference League.
Hmm,
Brentford will, as you mentioned, rightly mentioned, right? Thiago will miss out. There will be games where he will miss
hmm,
some chances. Right now, he's outperforming his XG by a lot. It
hmm,
will average out at some point, and Brentford will come down outside. Like when at the end of the season, there might not be any in any of those European competitions. They might end up at eight or someplace.
hmm.
United just need to keep calm and like
Finish
play
chances.
out finish chances. If they do that, and that's the very basic expectation from them. I don't expect them anything above this. I don't see them in even in like Conference League, even if Just because right now Champions League has 5 positions, I'm seeing them in a Conference League, like in a sixth and seventh, as seventh goes into conference, right?
Europa.
Sorry, in Europa. But ideally, it had would have United in the current form. I would have seen them in Conference League position, like in the eighth position. But just because now we have 5 teams playing in the Champions League, so that is the only push that United is getting into Europa.
Hmm.
That's it. I don't see them winning matches a lot. I don't see any big victories. They're going to convert. Maybe they'll get those wins in the against the like those draws against those average teams right now, and might end up winning one of those matches against Brentford and all, which pushes them above Brentford, and Brentford comes down. And I believe even Newcastle will be will end up being just around United, like at like whatever position they are right now. I think they're
So
at
you are
sixth.
predicting Chelsea goes into Champions League.
I am predicting Chelsea going into fifth or sixth position, with United around seventh and eighth, and for like with Brentford below them and Newcastle above them.
Okay, so you have Chelsea, United, then Newcastle, then Brentford.
Chelsea, Newcastle, United, Brentford.
Chelsea, Newcastle, United, Brentford. Okay, okay. I feel for me it is uh, Chelsea, no, not Chelsea. United. Okay, what I
With
see,
Michael Carrick in the helm, you seriously think we can push into the top half?
I am not betting on Michael Carrick. See, for me, if you remember 1 year back's discussion for Eric Ten Hag also, I never wanted the coach to be changed. It was not about the coach. It is all about the players' mentality. Easy games they think they will have a walkthrough, and they just don't turn up to their
Hmm.
best. By the time they think about they should turn up, already they have conceded 2 goals. My expectation is, because there are a lot of changes in the coaching setup, few players will understand and play that no, we have to just buckle up for the few matches, and that is what they require. See, Mbuemo is a no bullshit guy, so he will keep on playing. Ahmad, same. Okay, they don't care about who is the manager. Okay,
But where
they
do they play? How is Mbuemo and
formation.
Ahmad
I don't know.
both playing?
Let's see when they go into the next match.
Hmm.
I don't know what formation Carrick goes through. Okay, somebody is
In
saying
at a four back
few
position, I
tough
don't
matches.
see. I really
No,
don't see
few
unless
tough
until.
matches. He played 3 matches, right? In the Arsenal match, which we won when he was the coach, 3-2, right? That match he played a formation 3-5-2.
So
Okay,
you're saying he will also play three at the back now?
maybe I don't know. So that is what I'm saying. I need to see what he goes for, because I don't know. Carrick has only managed 3 matches in United, right?
Hmm.
Playing with a Middlesbrough team
In
and
Middlesbrough team,
playing.
he was not playing three at the back though. He was
No,
playing
no,
four.
no. That is what I'm saying. Playing a Middlesbrough team and playing a United team is hell and heaven difference. You cannot compare how they play. Okay. Sporting
Right.
won the league, so Amorim's formation was fixed because he won the league with it. A team which was
Hmm.
not performing, with that he won the league with that formation. Right. So again, so for me, I think if they just concede less, and if they finish the chances, Sesko needs to finish. Simple. And I need to see one buy in the midfield section for United in the winter.
But
One
that
buy.
is not happening. We know that, right? United is not going
I
to.
I don't know. It seems the last
They're
last
going to get
interview.
Collier back. They have already got Collier back. I
No,
think
I
Collier is
last
the one
interview
who's.
I saw. Last interview I saw. When Amorim was there, I felt they said you won't get anybody. Okay, but
Yeah.
with Carrick, what is happening is what I felt, and there is a Urtad humor type that they are gonna be spending minimal amount, but they are gonna buy one midfielder. That is what people are saying. Not sure. Okay, but that is what I'm saying. If they get one midfielder, because midfield needs to be strong, right?
If they get a midfielder, I also see them going up in that sense because
Yes,
that has been a huge problem for United this season.
correct.
But
So
having said
so
that, I don't know. Like
And I think Bruno, considering he is the biggest, like has the maximum assist in Premier League right now, I think
Mm.
his form will keep on continuing. So we will win matches. It's not like that we won't. Only thing I expect is Carrick to win those draws against low-lying teams. If you can do, and honestly speaking,
Middle of the table
when
teams.
when I was thinking like long back when the Premier League started this season, my only thing was you lose all your matches, like the 8 matches against the big four teams. Okay, 8 matches against the big four teams, you just remove them out. Big four for now, let's assume City, Liverpool, Arsenal, and say Aston Villa this year, right? Big four. So 8 matches gone. You still have 30 matches. Out of those 30 matches, I'm not even saying win all. Win all gets you 90 points, right? Half season is gone. So out of the 18 matches, 17 matches which is left, okay, I am saying let's remove 5 matches. Pure straight cut. Let's remove 5 matches. You have 12 matches left. 12 matches into 3 is 36 points.
36 and
I am
also
not expecting that. I'm not
that's a
expecting.
60 point this thing. I don't see them
What
going there.
what I am saying is, out of those 36 points, so 5 matches I have removed. Okay, so you remove out Arsenal, you removed out City, chalo Liverpool, chalo Aston Villa. One more match, whatever you remove. Five you lost already. Out of the rest 36 points, if you can collect 28, just 28, which is 8 points less. 8 points matlab you can either draw, you can lose two more matches and draw one match, something like that, or let's assume three draws, so you drop 6 points or four draws, whatever, right? So end of the day, if you win something around out of the 17, if you win 9 matches, 9 out of 17, 9 matches, you get 27
Half
points.
them, like
Okay,
half the
and 27 points means you go to somewhere around 60. My prediction, Man United goes to 59 or 60 points end of the season. If they go to 60 points, if I if I just if I just consider last year's Premier League table, 60 points get them a eighth position.
but
Okay,
that was last year, right?
last year, and it was not
It
this
was not
close.
that, yeah, exactly. It was not this close. Like this
Exactly.
time round, if they get into 60 points, I see them going into Champions League. I
Correct.
feel like that's the thing. But I
Correct. But
I
but now
don't that's the thing, right? It's because this season the league has been so inconsistent with the top teams being inconsistent. While
because
like
Arsenal is leading, na, that means it is
top teams
nobody
like even
is
Man
running
City
through.
has been like Man City has
Yeah.
been
So generally
inconsistent. Chelsea has been inconsistent.
one guy
Uh,
generally runs through, na. So,
hmm.
but this year because Arsenal is in top, nobody is running through. Arsenal gives opportunity to everybody till the last.
Everybody, yeah. So
Till the
Liverpool
last.
also is very inconsistent this time.
Ah,
And top teams have been inconsistent, and the bottom, like mid-table teams, are outperforming their XG at the moment,
okay. So
which is
for
why it has
me,
squeezed. The middle has squeezed so much.
I think Man United goes to that fifth somehow. Okay. If I just tell it from heart that I what I want, fifth, fifth, Europa goes to
Why,
Brentford.
Sumanda? You don't want United to win from your heart. You don't want United to
Win.
win.
Come on. Win. They are like what? 17 points difference with Arsenal. Win. Come on. And that too, these managerial
I don't want to
changes.
bring up old leagues, but there was a league when like the first league that Man City won, we had 13 points difference between Man City and United, which in the last 5 games, it was 13-point lead. I remember that league very evident,
1 point.
like
We
very.
lost by 1 point.
We lost no on goal difference. We
On
lost on
goal
goal
difference.
difference.
Same points. Yeah.
Yes. So those points can be made up, but those that was a different era altogether. Now I don't know.
Yeah. So
Let's
for
see.
me, the positions will be United, Chelsea, Newcastle in Europa, and Brentford is in conference. Or you can
Mm.
you can think about Chelsea going into conference and because of the manager, okay? Purely because of the manager, not because of the team.
Indra
Chelsea
will
going
not
into
like this.
conference and Brentford going into the Europe. These four will switch in. However, there is a good possibility if Sunderland goes back to the form which they were in, they can
Mm.
suddenly squeeze into that Conference League position. Not a Europa, Conference League position, that eighth.
Okay.
Eighth will be very crucial. That seventh or eighth, whatever is the conference league position, will be very crucial. Top four, I think the four teams which are there
Nobody's
will
going
eat.
out.
Nobody is going out of the top four.
Hmm. Same
My
here.
prediction: Arsenal bottles it. Arsenal doesn't win it.
I was just waiting for to hear this. Excellent. Every time they bottle it, so this time also you suggest like credit me this. When do they start to bottle? In which month do you
Okay,
see that?
okay. So let me go into Arsenal's matches. Okay, so they have Arsenal goes to. Oh wow, wow, wow. Very very interesting matches. Okay,
Okay.
Arsenal has Nottingham Forest next this weekend week.
Okay.
Then
Okay.
they
Hmm.
have United.
Hmm.
Okay. Then they have a upcoming Leeds match at Leeds home.
Interesting. Okay. Okay.
Okay, interesting,
Hmm.
interesting thing.
Interesting. Yes. Yes. Interesting.
Yeah,
Oh.
Leeds is the
Yes.
most interesting in this three.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so Leeds. So January they have chance of point drop, some point drop. Okay, then immediately after Leeds they are facing Sunderland. Okay,
Okay. Okay.
okay. That match might be interesting as well. Then they have Brentford, which they will win, probably.
Hmm. Hmm.
Brentford, you don't know what form they will come up. If Igor Thiago suddenly scores
I
two
mean,
goals
these
in
are the
one,
matches that I think Brentford will lose and come out of the top
correct,
five this year.
right?
Hmm.
But they have a upcoming problem in one of the matches, which is coming in the month of February, which is Spurs versus Arsenal in Spurs
Mm,
home.
London Derby. Okay.
In
Okay.
Spurs home,
Okay. In Spurs home.
Spurs, whatever form they are in, this match they treated very seriously.
Differently. They look it
They,
differently.
so
Hmm.
they will try to do something. I'm not saying they Arsenal will be defeated, but I'm saying there are
Maybe a
chances in
draw.
these kind of
Hmm. Hmm.
matches,
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
right? And in the next phase, March is good for them actually. I see only one match which might be a difficult match, which is Chelsea in March.
Okay.
Okay, but the other ones should be straightforward. Wolves, Everton, and Brighton. I think these three Arsenal.
Wolves, Everton, and Brighton. Okay. Okay.
I think these three Arsenal's present team will win it. They won't have a challenge in that. Then comes April. They definitely lose to Man City at Man City home. Okay.
Hmm. Okay.
April is where Man City will overtake them in their match only.
Hmm.
Okay. By that time, City might have gone some points drop. Arsenal also some point
So
drop.
you're
That way
saying
they
in that match it flips happen. Like
the
Man
flip
City goes
happens.
top.
The
Okay.
flip happens because obviously, right? 3 point
Hmm.
here and there.
Hmm. Hmm.
3 point they win, they lose 3 points. So basically that way. And the worst part is City's match is followed by a match with Newcastle.
Okay.
Interesting again for a 2 point draw. Not a win, I'm saying not a loss or
Hmm.
something against them, but 2 point draw. And finally, so the worst part about uh, meaning say Arsenal is last month, which is month of May, they don't have tough matches. However, there are such kind of matches na, in the last moment when the experience factor comes into picture, they might suddenly drop points. One,
Are they playing against relegation teams? Like teams which might go into relegation?
West
Hmm.
Ham.
Okay.
Okay.
Tough
Uh,
match in that
tough
sense.
match. Okay. They are playing Fulham. Okay.
Okay.
They are playing Crystal Palace.
Okay.
And they are playing Burnley.
See, I'm not that worried about Fulham and Crystal Palace because by that time, Crystal Palace and Fulham would have been in a certain position which doesn't really make it a problem for them to lose. So these will be
Exactly. My
inconsequential
question
matches.
is West Ham and Burnley.
West Ham and Burnley. If it's West Ham and Burnley, if they don't come out with points in those matches, it will cause them.
And
And
West Ham and Burnley will be crazy at that point, especially West Ham. Not even Burnley,
yes,
I'm not
because
West.
yes, these are the matches I think West Ham will take some points to come out of the relegation zone.
During Grealish's time when he was
Hmm.
part of what
Aston Villa.
Aston Villa, That
Hmm.
time also they got points in those last two, three matches and came out of
Yeah.
that relegation, right? So
I I
this
think
is a
it
tough thing.
I think it depends on, see, this season Arsenal has, like, Arteta has to win a trophy by hook or by crook. Now it can go two ways. It can
Mm,
either go as a cup run into Champions League and try to get the Champions League,
mm,
or or it's a run for the league. I don't see them going for both, because if they go for both, Arteta doesn't have the capability to maintain that. Neither does
mm,
the Arsenal team. They're not that good
mm,
that they maintain a Premier League run with going
mm,
for the Champions League final.
mm,
They will bottle either of the two. Now it depends on which way they're going. If they're going for the Champions League way, I don't see them winning, as you're mentioning. Like, they will at some point or the other will drop points and be inconsistent. The only thing that they have going for them is that they have been consistent in terms of Arsenal level. They have been better than that. We haven't
mm.
seen Arsenal this consistent. They have, even in this season, they have
I
dropped
I
some,
think I think they are playing same way. I think the others have fallen off.
have now, like, been inconsistent. Like, Man
Yep.
Cities and Newcastle's and Liverpool's haven't been this inconsistent in the
Exactly.
last couple
Exactly.
of years. So they
Exactly.
haven't lost that form as much, but others have dropped down in terms of league. But it comes to the Champions League thing. If they're going for the Champions League, I like then it'll be a even tougher task. But those will be one-off games. So either way, Arteta cannot be uh, be in Arsenal's this thing in boardroom at start of 2026 season with
Mm,
just a FA Cup trophy or a Carabao Cup trophy. Those are
mm,
not good enough right now. They have been given enough
mm,
backing, and they should have a proper one of those big trophies like a Champions League or a Premier League. If they
mm.
are going for Premier League, this is the season to get it, because the fact that others have been
I
this
will tell you
inconsistent.
I will tell you one thing. I will tell you one thing. 2024-5, which is the last season, right? That
Hmm.
after match week 21, Liverpool was 48 points. Okay, and their next guy was 43 points. Okay,
Man City,
no, Arsenal.
Arsenal. Okay,
Okay,
5 points.
and because Liverpool was chased by Arsenal, Liverpool easily won it. Okay, one season before that, Liverpool were in same position in game week 21, 48 points, and Man City was in 43 points. But City won the league that year. City are similarly, if I just talk about City this season, right? If you that so City is consistent. City is in 43 points. So that is what
Wherever,
I'm.
like, they're still consistent, you're saying they'll pick up the pace again this time.
They always do that, no? They always do
Hmm.
it in the last part of the season. That is where it matters. And
I don't know.
Pep
This
Pep
is
has
one
already told.
season. Yeah, this is one season I am betting against Man City, because in the last few years they had one huge hidden talent, not hidden talent, a huge talent that they're missing right now. KDB.
Hmm.
They don't have KDB. Who is gonna be that for that push to happen at the end of the season for the last, where they're winning back to back 8, 9 matches. They're winning, not even drawing. They're winning back to back 8 matches. KDB has been like exceptional on those in those runs.
Acha, tell me this.
I I don't see that happening
Tell
this
me
time.
this. Tell me this. So, 2 seasons back, 2 seasons back, Arsenal were leading 22-23 season. In 23 matches, in the 23rd game week, they were 54 points. So right now, if I think about if Arsenal doesn't win both the matches, they won't even have 54 points. Okay? So they were
And I
54
think they are
points.
going to win. They have United, right?
So whatever, maybe
Yeah.
the next match, I don't know, right?
Hmm.
I told you there is a tricky match after that, after United, right?
Hmm.
So you never know what happens, right? 54 points. So if they even lose a single point, which is a draw, they are below that. And Man City were would played one match more than Arsenal that season,
Hmm.
and they were 52 points. So 24 matches, they were 52 points, which is exactly the same matches if Man City wins the next three, which is having United, but they can win the other two. Even if I think about United, also they should win it. So next three matches, if they win, they are in 52 points.
They're already at 43. So
43,
if
so three matches, 9 points, which is 52,
9.52.
right?
Yeah.
Exactly same situation of 22, 23. So how I know, but if I think about it, uh, KDB is not there, but Turkey is playing well. Turkey has almost same assists as
Sharky
Bruno.
is right. And it's working because it's a Pep team. But Cherky, there's a difference between Cherky and KDB. KDB was pure quality.
Yeah,
Cherky
yeah, yeah.
will, there will be teams where he will falter. He's new to the league. There, like he has been playing in League One, which is not really known for their defenses.
Mm,
I'll be very, very surprised
mm,
if Cherky becomes like gets to a KDB's level and is the driving force for Man City. In this season, we have seen Haaland like
mm,
dragging the team till date. It has not been Turkey, it has not even been Foden. It has been Reinders to some extent, and it has been like Reinders converting some chances, which is okay. And Haaland like outperforming XG by always, like always. But then again, even Haaland has gone into a gold drought recently.
mm.
This is one season in terms of league. This is Arsenal's best chance because Pep Guardiola solves this problem next season with Turkey also gaining enough experience in the Premier League and Foden also coming through in some point.
Now you tell me this:
Man City will come
Arsenal
through.
two
This
seasons
is
back, two seasons
this is
back. Why do
Arsenal's.
you?
Hmm.
Okay, but
Like
two
2 seasons
seasons
back,
back,
why
why
did
do
they
you?
lose? Why did they
Huh?
lose? They didn't have. I don't think they had Rice back then. Declan Rice.
Okay.
This season they have Declan Rice. They also had a problem with the striker last time round, which is somewhat solved out with having a better option with Gyökeres and with also Gabriel Jesus coming back into the team. They have some options to play Gabriel Jesus in the Carabao Cup and FA Cup fixtures, so that they have their proper strikers in the main games in the Premier League and in the Champions Leagues. So I think they have a better squad this time. Uh, and also in midfield, Zubimendi is playing well. Declan Rice is obviously playing excellent. Saliba Gabriel combination is working again for them. And on top of that, Raya is on tremendous form in terms of goal saving. This is their best chance to win the league. I don't see them even like getting into
So
next
do you
season
think
and
the present top four, whatever their positioning is, you see that is the position of the?
maybe Aston Villa drops down. Maybe Aston Villa drops down and Liverpool finally comes through. Maybe
Oh, okay.
Liverpool goes up over
Oh,
Aston Villa.
I had a different thought. I thought Aston Villa is playing really well this season. Like
Aston Villa
I
has
would have.
also outperformed their XG by a lot. They are not
No,
making a
I
lot
know,
of
but
chances,
if
even
Aston
against
Villa,
United, right?
if
In the match against
Aston Villa
United,
had two more points, if Aston Villa had two more points right now, I would have predicted Aston Villa can go ahead and beat Arsenal. They just dropped
no,
few
no, no, no.
points here and there, right?
No, I don't
But
see. Like Unai Emery has always been that manager who's the fourth place manager. He has been with Villarreal,
anyway, he will win the Europa
Sevilla.
League.
Yeah, probably that's his competition, right? He always wins them.
That's his thing.
But I see them dropping below Liverpool. I think Liverpool will finally come through. They'll wake up and smell the roses and will
But
go
they
up.
don't have striker now. Both the strikers are injured. How will they come back?
They'll figure out. I think Liverpool has the like even Gakpo is scoring for them. They'll figure that out. I don't see that becoming a problem for them. And Ekitike will come back, right? Maybe Isak will take some time, but Ekitike will come back,
Mhm.
and he's also in a scoring form. I don't see Liverpool going out of the fourth position or below. I think they stay in the Champions League position and maybe like by end of the league, they go above Aston Villa, and Aston Villa ends up being fourth. Aston Villa, in fact, is
I
one of
think in
those
the next
teams
three matches, inside those next three matches, I think Liverpool drops points. There is Bournemouth,
they
Newcastle,
can
and Burnley.
even I think Aston Villa can drop points because Aston Villa have really outscored the FC. Those goals against United has been wonder goals.
Hmm.
Roger is not going to score those wonder goals in every single match. Watkins is
Roger.
not going to like score in every single attempt he's taking, right?
Hmm.
So there will be those tough matches, especially against teams like Nottingham Forest and Sunderland, who have like really strong back four, like doesn't give any room for them to run behind them. They're going to struggle, and I see them. These I think Aston Villa may even come out of the top four. Maybe Newcastle makes that run into the top five, or maybe sorry, maybe Chelsea goes into run and goes into top four. But for Chelsea, their new manager has to click.
Okay.
So
For me,
my prediction would be in the league if Arteta thinks straight and doesn't go for Champions League, leaves Champions League for now, they go for the league first position in the league. Arsenal, second Man City, third Liverpool, fourth and fifth will be between I would say Newcastle and Aston Villa, Chelsea next with United, and then Brentford.
hmm, okay, okay, got it. For me, I think Man City wins it, Arsenal second, closely followed by Aston Villa, very closely. Aston Villa doesn't let it go, but third only, I'm not predicting,
Okay.
and very closely followed by Liverpool. So it will be a very close fight between Aston Villa, Liverpool, and Arsenal. But
Hmm.
Liverpool has to buckle up because they are also like some 14 points behind Arsenal, right?
Hmm.
So that is a huge difference, right? And only loophole in this is Liverpool, if their coach is sacked, okay, because of bad performance in the next few matches, then there might be a possibility of a Liverpool slip up also. It can go both ways for Liverpool
If
also.
Liverpool, yeah, that is something that can put a
Hmm.
liver in the range. So
So that is my thing. But I think overall, Arsenal are very strong right now, but they are always strong in the first half of the season, and that is what we have seen for all the years they have come second. They are always very strong in the first half. Then they somehow lose their momentum, their pressure. The pressure cooker releases the pressure, and they become boiled rice. Okay, something goes wrong and they falter. Um, Only thing is, if Arsenal wins, we will hear their screams for next 20 years that they won a league, and that
if
is
Arsenal
something
wins,
if Arsenal wins, and that is
it's
something
bound to happen at some point or the other, right?
which is very irritating also. Arsenal fans are irritating actually, to be very honest, more irritating than Liverpool. I feel
But I don't
because
want Man City to win again, man. They have been winning too much, too much. Like back to back four, they have already won. Again,
uh,
they like go into that run.
honestly
It
speaking, if
becomes
I speak out of heart, I want Aston Villa to win it. Something like Leicester City,
hmm.
what they did, right? It will be amazing.
It will be
Unai Emery
amazing
coming,
if they do. Yeah.
comes to the play and then set up a team in such a way that they win,
Hmm.
right? So Liverpool doesn't win it. Whatever happens, I don't see. 14
I
points is
don't
a
see
too
Liverpool
huge gap.
winning as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And fifth position, let's see. Fifth position will be up for grabs for anybody. Whoever strings some points together back to back, it
Are
will
you
be up
keeping
for.
United in that anybody bracket? Are you keeping United in that bracket?
I have to keep from my heart, brain wise, no.
Why? Don't,
No, no, brain wise,
don't.
no. I am not having brain. From brain, if from the brain I am thinking, I am not having. So for me, if United
Okay,
doesn't
Chelsea
go
is
for
giving
the
a fight. Chelsea is giving a fight. It's 3-2 to Chelsea right now. Three.
so
Arsenal is still winning.
if
95th minute. Garner just scored twice, by the way, for Chelsea.
Garnacho will score. Garnacho always used to score against Arsenal. Na? He
Uh,
loves. And this match, I will tell you honestly, what, how much time is left?
it's almost done. 90 plus 5 is going on.
Oh, then Arsenal wins it. But the worst part is they win it very, very closely, right? 3-2.
3-2. Hmm.
In case they win it 3-2, there is a possibility Chelsea might turn up in
Oh, in the second leg.
Arsenal Stadium.
Uh,
Yep, yep,
um,
yep. Okay. Anyways, that being said, I think Jojo's prediction is obviously Arsenal winning it. My prediction, Arsenal doesn't. They settle it again. They have been second quite many times, but I still think something is missing. Maybe the experience level, but Rice and all, Gabriel Saliba's combination, Raya in the goal, everything
and the
together.
people and the teams around them, they have been not very consistent this time.
But
And
only thing what I'm worried about is this, the goals they are scoring are either from set pieces or from own goals. So last month they had five own goals
hmm,
and their highest goal scorer was own goals. The next scorer, everybody was with one goal each,
yeah.
right? So nobody with two goals also. So that is my concern. So own goals, if somehow people stop it, and somehow if they can
No, if I
take
think
care.
Odegaard was also missing, right? Odegaard is also now back. I think their chance
Odegaard
creation
was
goes
there
up.
last month, last entire month he played.
No, he was coming back from a long injury. I don't know. Like I feel Liverpool, like midfield for Arsenal is currently better playing, like better going forward than even Man
So
City.
that way, if I think about it, Rodri also just came back from injury, right? He is
Yeah,
not yet in full
Rodri.
form.
Yeah, Rodri, which is why it will take some time for Rodri to get into. And Rodri is going gone for a whole season, unlike
Same,
Odegaard.
same, like Odegaard also coming back, but Rodri is also coming back. So they are also strengthening that way.
Yeah, but
And
also understand the time difference here. Rodri is coming back after a complete season.
correct,
Unlike Odegaard, who was playing, was there,
correct.
missed out a couple of matches, he's now back. So
Yeah,
Rodri
but
will
I,
take
I
some time
still
to get
feel,
into this thing.
I still feel the mentality Pep has and the team he
Yeah,
has,
that
he
is
knows how
obviously
to
no,
win.
no doubt on Pep's mentality. Pep has a
Uh,
better mentality
and
going for
how
going for the
he
win,
knows how
going
to
for the
win
jugular.
the matches, right? He knows how to win matches. So that way, if they can come up with a kitty of say 4 5 matches, then Arsenal are done for it. Okay. And Arsenal, to be very honest, should brush aside teams like United, teams like Newcastle,
Absolutely,
teams like
absolutely.
Liverpool,
Yeah.
everybody right now. But worst part is they will lose points to teams like Fulham, a West Ham in the end, a Burnley in the end, or somewhere.
But I think
Will
Man City also
City won't
plays
do?
those games, right? Man City will also play those
City
matches.
won't do those mistakes. They don't do it in the second half of the season. That is where City is a
But
bit
again,
different.
those are coming from the fact that they had proper defense. Like they're also missing out on Vardiol. Vardiol is like Man City's defense is all really on the hit right now. Vardiol is not there. Diaz is not there. So those will also come into the play at some point, right? And also the fact that KDB alone is not there to save them every single time they make that push in the second half of the season, and the main man behind it is KDB. Who's going to be that person this time? Is Turkey that good? Is
I don't know.
Foden
Maybe Foden
who
comes back to form. Who knows? You never know, right?
still
Foden
uh,
was playing well. He just needs 2 matches in good form and he will be back. He was good only.
creating chances is something else. Like converting, maybe they have enough players to convert
Creating
with Haaland.
chances, so Bruno is creating the most biggest creator. What happens to United?
No, we also don't have anybody like Haaland to finish all those, right? They have those. It's just the opposite side of Man City. They don't have a Bruno
Yeah.
level creator, which they had like a KDB. KDB was performing at Bruno's level and creating chances, right? Uh, Foden is not that good of a creator. Cherky, just a couple of games against Wolves and he has made some chances, but I don't see him of KDB's level. Even Reinders is not of KDB's level. Reinders is more of the person who goes into the run into the boxes and finishes off. He's not the one who's creating the chances for Foden to finish, for Haaland to finish. So they
Right.
have a lot
Right.
of finishers, but I don't see them like creating chances.
Okay. Let's see how it goes. But from my end, I don't know. I don't feel Arsenal winning again. let's see how it goes. And obviously, we hope United gets to a Champions League position. Hope because I don't
Like a European position.
a European position at least
Mm.
because I don't want that they suddenly go out of 10th position and see I still see there is a lot of instability. Manager sacking is not the solution for anything, and
Yeah.
they keep on doing it. 10 seasons, 12 managers. Arteta
Unplanned
also fault.
sacking is
Yeah,
never the best way to
Arteta
go
also
forward.
faltered in the first two seasons with 8th and 7th and all. When you are building team,
Exactly.
you will have that.
Have to.
But
Have to.
now people, I don't know, like Rashford again might come back. People like Sancho, who
I
knows, man. Harry
don't think
Maguire
Rashford is
might
coming
stay
back.
back.
Harry
I don't
Maguire
know
might get a
who.
new contract.
I don't know what happens, but Mainu, the team might be based on Mainu, whom I still feel he might be a good prospect, but he is not a ready player yet. That you can build a team around him. Bruno might leave, right? Bruno has seen lot of issues with the management, right? Lot of false promises, and Bruno might leave for them
There is a
because
huge chance of Bruno leaving at the end of
yeah,
the season,
yeah,
and that will be a
Bruno
huge hit.
and Bruno leaving and Casemiro living together, who is the basically the mainstay of the midfield, you need to buy two midfielders, and that will cost you more than 150,000 or say a 200,000 to replace the caliber of Bruno and Casemiro, what they have done for this last two seasons, whether they are 15th or what, last season and this season also. But Bruno, but I really wanted Bruno to actually take up a trophy like that. Obviously, he took up two trophies, Carabao Cup, FA Cup, we won. But I wanted him to lift a bigger trophy at least, but
Hmm.
I don't see that happening with so many manager changes, and that is entirely on the management.
With United not getting into a European competition, if they don't get into European competition this season, Bruno leaves.
I think Bruno leaves even if they
Even
come,
if they,
if they
because I
go to
think
Europa.
they will manage to convince Bruno to stay back. If
If they get a Champions League position, that is only when Bruno stays. If they go into a Europa also, I don't think Bruno stays. I don't think so because I don't feel Bruno has lost two Europas to be very honest on finals, right? And one under Ole, one under this guy last
Amorim,
season,
yeah,
right? So and he has lost one FA Cup final. So Bruno has been into finals. It's not like that he hasn't been. He had the chances also. Some way or the other let down by the other players. Whatever, I should not complain on that, but I don't think Bruno stays this season, and that is
sad.
a big loss. And you need a huge player to replace a caliber of Bruno. Bruno might be whatever Bruno might be, but he is one guy who always supports United to his heart's extent. You don't find a player who plays 90 matches in one season or something. When we
Yeah,
qualified for Champions
the
League and
best.
we
There's a saying, right? The best ability is availability. He has always been
Bruno.
available for United,
So
and
this set of like 3 4 matches, and you think like this. He had a hamstring. He came back after like what 3 matches.
yeah,
Have
already
you
created
ever
chances in
seen?
the.
Have you ever seen a player coming back after hamstring after 3 matches? You never see that. Uh,
And I think he's playing with injury at the moment. I don't think he's absolutely recovered from his hamstring. He has, like,
like
even in the Brighton match, I saw some of the analysis, and it's quite right. He's not exactly able to put in the effort that he usually puts in. So he's
correct, and
right now playing with injury because he wants United to, you know, push up now.
so very anyway, what to say? I think they leave. So I just hope that Man United gets a Champions League position and they are able to spend some money in the summer. Owners are useless, very bad decisions randomly. Seeing this for almost 10 years since Alex left, he had a aura, he had something of a say. Now nobody hears anything from anybody other than owners running a riot. So, anyways, that being said, I think I hope United finish in the Champions League position, and that would be the best gift United can give right now to their supporters. So, thank you all, and let's see how things go, and we will keep posting how the things goes, obviously we will have a end of the season wrap up also for the Premier League. But thank you all, thank you, and
We'll
that's
come back
from
with Premier League predictions very soon.
yep, yep, and that will continue for game week 22. You can
Yeah.
watch that as well. Thanks a lot. Thanks for hearing. We had a big analysis and a big discussion. I hope you guys like it. So keep sharing showering us with your love so that we can keep on doing such content and put some likes, share it with your friends, share it with people who want to hear about the Premier League predictions, and we can have more content on the other leagues as well. So that being said, thanks a lot, and talk to you guys soon. Bye bye.
Bye bye.